The Outsiders by Hannah
and Chloe. Depression. There are many signs of depression that include withdrawal from friends, loss in interest in activities that they used to enjoy, significant weight loss or gain, and poor performance at schools or jobs.
She was quiet for a moment after I nodded. I used to watch the sunset until I got busy, said Cherry. Dysthymia is the most common type of depression found in teens. An estimated 35 million people in the U.S. have suffered from dysthymia at some time in their life.
Derry, Soda Pop began, but Derry turned on him. Keep your trap shut. I'm sick and tired of you sticking up for him. Atypical depression is shown in Johnny because he does not want to admit that he has it. Atypical depression can be difficult to treat because it isn't easily defined as other types of depression.
I can't take much more, Johnny spoke my own feelings. I'll kill myself or something.
Some treatments have effect, but some don't. Some treatments include therapy, group counseling, family therapy, basic living skills.
Dally shook his head. You're both pale and you lost a lot of weight. After this, go out in the sun more. You look like you've been through the mill.
Depression can lead to many symptoms that can be life-threatening. That include change in moods, thoughts of suicide, and change in appetite.
Cherry no longer looks sick, but sad. All socials aren't like that. You want to know something? Things are rough all over.
Major depressive disorder is another type of depression. MDD is a serious clinical mood disorder that impacts a person's well-being.
Don't, I said in alarm. You can't kill yourself. I won't, said Johnny, but I gotta do something.
There are many things that can cause depression. These include drug abuse, alcohol abuse, self-loathing, pregnancy, violence, and even suicide.
Johnny had it pretty rough. His mom was a drunk and his dad whipped him with a belt.
Depression can cause gang involvement at a very young age.
The socials caused a lot of trouble in the cafeteria and always tried to blame it on us greasers.
When Ponyboy lost Johnny and Dally, he experienced withdrawal from his friends.
Ponyboy, I asked the nurse to give you this book so you could finish reading it. The doctor came in and I kept getting tireder and tireder. I don't mind dying now. The note was in Johnny's handwriting.
Depression can cause lack in school.
I was lousying up on my work, too, but in English I really washed out. I used to make A's, but now I was lucky to get a D on a composition.
When Johnny died, Ponyboy felt like it was his fault because he ran into the church and Johnny followed.
He stopped suddenly. Ponyboy, what's the matter? I looked at all of them, a little frightened. Johnny, he's dead.
When Sandy moved to Florida, Soda experienced withdrawal from the family, a serious sign of depression.
There was an instant silence. What's the deal? Soda Pop was staring at his feet, but his ears were reddening. She went to live with her grandmother in Florida.
When the Curtis boys lost their parents, they all experienced depression.
I had a nightmare about Mom and Dad's funeral. I guess I was a little sad about losing them.
In this project, I've learned a lot about the world back in that time period, and I have learned to never take life for granted. Johnny, Ponyboy, and Dally all have had a hard life. Depression happens when they lose their parents. All three boys experienced withdrawal from the thing they loved. We chose this topic because it happens all over the world and every day. It is a worldwide thing that needs to stop.
I chose depression because depression affects many people in the world. Johnny was depressed, but he wouldn't admit it to anyone. Ponyboy was depressed because of the loss of his parents. Soda was depressed because of the loss of his girlfriend, and they were all depressed because they lost Johnny and Dally. Many people suffer from depression.